Natalie, and thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. This is the second video of getting out of your own way. And if you haven't watched the first one, then I'm suggesting that you go back and watch it. This is my channel that I like to share yoga practices, but also themes that are likely going to come up when we do have yoga practice, or themes that are likely going to come up through if any part of you is really committed to your own personal growth. Okay, so this second piece of the puzzle in the process of recognizing and helping yourself get out of your own way is to observe when you are comparing yourself to anyone else. And so this is a very common human trait to register and notice other people. And it is also one of the most detrimental things that you can do when you are trying to move forward in any area of your life that is new, right? So if you're trying to put yourself out there and date, or you're starting to want to create a new Instagram channel, or you are about to distribute some resumes for the career you've worked 8 years to be qualified to do. Now, if you, before you begin putting yourself out there, start to look at what everyone else is doing, start to compare and quantify how everyone else is doing, and then turn to yourself and also judge and basically berate what you can offer and put up what you offer against other people, as if we're here to compete to each other, which we do live in a society where it's built on the belief that it's about excelling at anything that you do. The reality is there are so many people in this world at this point in time that what one person offers might serve many, but what another person offers might serve a different demographic. And so we were never really told that, right? In order to succeed, we were mostly pushed to stand out and excel at whatever we did, right? And this belief, again, that we need to perform at a certain level might serve some people for a certain amount of time, but there will be a period where constantly comparing yourself to a peer level is actually not going to help you access your own unique gifts. And in my life, I feel that the habit of comparison has actually done very little to help me feel more inspired or ready to begin something new. Comparison has actually, if anything, discouraged me or have had me asking more questions about what I was about to take on. All these thoughts that we can have, we get to now decide if we want to nurture them or if they're not helpful. Right? And we can recognize that we don't need to necessarily continue to believe thoughts that aren't in our best interest. And it's great to have an understanding of what other people are putting out there in the world, because personally, I love it. And I think it's fuel for the fire. When you see so many people creating really neat things, or even doing really cool things with their life, or taking a trip that looks amazing, and for me, that fuels the reality that anything is possible. But if you aren't careful, what you can be doing when you look out to the bigger world is see, wow, that person has the finances to go on this amazing trip. I don't have that. Oh, that person's really succeeding at that account they've created. I don't know if I can. And so you can see how being too aware of your peer group or the people that you have in your circle and judging yourself against them is actually a negative quality. It's an action that isn't going to support you in truly believing in yourself and being able to take the steps towards whatever it is that you're desiring to see next in your life. And I'm going to just suggest this that I've noticed really, really helps fuel my love of seeing people succeed. And that is, I've been on the receiving end of compliments, feedback, people thanking me for maybe a message that I wrote or a class that I taught. And instead of thinking, no, that couldn't be true, or wow, I'm so amazing, I just really hear that and think, that's so sweet that they took the time to remind me that what I'm doing has an effect on someone else. And so when I experience that, I also am making sure lately that I do the same. And when I see somebody succeeding that I think, wow, that's really awesome, I do not think, oh, I couldn't do that, because I don't believe that at all. That might be what that person's supposed to be achieving in that moment in their life. But what I do love doing lately is recognizing them and maybe sending them a message or just letting them know, like, I think that you should recognize how I see you excelling at this, or I really love what you're putting out, or congrats on enjoying that new achievement, or that stage of life you are in looks beautiful. And because that is the action that I choose to take versus the opposite and sit and wonder why I don't have that, or maybe I couldn't be able to produce that, I would rather support others and help them feel fueled by my words and actions of encouragement. And this is a ripple effect, because the more that you put out into the universe that is in a direction of positivity, and it's not to say that you're faking that positivity, you're honestly encouraging somebody, and that person will receive that and hopefully feel even more inspired. But when you're doing that, you're also increasing your own vibration, you're increasing your own focus on the direction that you're wanting to go in, right? So if your vision, let's say, is to start a new relationship, a romantic relationship, you are generally going to see two camps, although there's many. You're going to see people who have that ish, might not be your exact version of what you want in a relationship, but you're going to see people in relationships that look like they really enjoy and appreciate and work as a team. Then you're also going to see the people who might be wanting a relationship, but it's important that you recognize when their desire for a relationship is moving them towards this belief of lack, because there is a lot of that in the world, right? So you can either look at the people that have a relationship and say, wow, it looks like you guys have something really special, that's awesome. You can see and choose to focus on more examples of what a relationship might look like that you want. Or you can create a circle around you of people that don't have it yet. And that's not to say that we don't also embrace and love those people who are in that headspace, but it's going to affect how you approach this new goal, this vision for yourself. If you're always around people that are not convinced they can have that, it's going to have a trickle effect on you, right? It's going to be what you surround yourself with. And that's okay that that's their experience and their current reality. They might be at a different place in a few years, but if you turn and actively observe and pick up on and maybe say a few really affirming things to friends like, wow, you guys made it 8 years, that must feel really awesome. Good on you. That puts the belief system in motion within your body, within your words, because words are energy, that's something that you would really like. It's the power of attraction. And again, it's really important that we don't compare ourselves to people subconsciously or consciously and observe ourselves feel not very good when we do that. As soon as we notice that's the habit that we're kind of participating in, we recognize that we're comparing ourselves in a negative way. And then we backtrack a little bit and we start to say, okay, well, what do I have to offer in this particular area of my life? Whether it's a relationship, what am I great? What do I bring to a relationship? Or a project or career? Okay, well, what have I been told? What do I know I'm really, really awesome at? What are the roles that I am hands down wicked at? And so you can see how we need to be aware when we are starting to open up a new chapter or move forward or go for something we've never experienced before, that our relationship to comparison can be either positive or negative. And so how we create that energy moving forward is going to have a big ripple effect, not only on our own experience and how we feel, but it's also able to affect those around us. Okay, if you want to see the third part of this little riff, it's in the next video. And if you really love to hear these little soul chats, I call them, then just press the subscribe button below, and I'll see you in the next video.